Everyone who has grown up in America has at some point heard of the hero known as Captain America. Captain America is a patriotic soldier who is guided by his personal ethical compass, belief in the American dream, and faith in his fellow man. Some of his core ethical traits are that he is selfless, moral, honest, as well as a leader. Because of these traits, Captain America is one of the most ethical characters in fictional storytelling. Before he became Captain America, he was known as Steve Rogers, a scrawny art major. As Steve Rogers, he always stood up for other people despite his lack of physical strength. When the world fell into chaos with the start of World War II, Rogers felt it was his personal duty to join the war effort. His reasons were not to kill others or to win glory for himself, but to stop the spread of tyranny and bring freedom to the world. After getting denied from a number of recruiters, Rogers selflessly agreed to be used as a subject in a secret project. The requirements of this project wanted a person with true ethical standards, something that Rogers fit perfectly. Simply put, Rogers is the true embodiment of the good in human beings, a good man. After the project, Steve Rogers was transformed into Captain America. He was given superior human strength and was no longer the scrawny Steve Rogers. With his new abilities, Captain America selflessly went to service for America. Unfortunately, his role was not as he imagined it. Captain America did not deploy to Europe and instead worked the show to sell bonds to raise money for the war effort. Despite this letdown, he still did his best at his job. In his eyes, if he was helping raise money to help the men who were fighting overseas, it was enough. Again, he did not want to kill others, just to help others and save the world from tyranny. Eventually, Captain America got his chance to go to Europe. It was here at a show that he learned a number of American soldiers were held captive by the German force Hydra. He felt it was his duty to leave the show and use his abilities to do everything he could to save the captives. It was his personal ethical code that led him to embark on this mission. He risked his life to save others, fought those who sought to do harm, and eventually rescued all the soldiers. Captain America's selfless acts continued throughout the war. In his most ethical act, Captain America saved the lives of millions. After defeating the German Hydra unit, he was stuck on an aircraft headed for a bombing run to the American homeland. With no way to turn the aircraft around, Captain America dived the plane into the water, knowing it would likely be his death. He put the lives of millions of people first and sacrificed himself for the greater good. After many decades, Captain America was frozen and found alive. After defrosting, he realized he was now in the modern day. Putting his struggles behind him and the realization that all the people he had once loved were now dead, he still continued to spread freedom and fight evil in the modern day. He is truly one of the most ethical people to have ever been written about.